Hey guys, before we get things rolling, I just wanted to let you know that we're doing a bit of a promotion with the folks here at Flock Designs. They make this fun little pithy shirt as well as a bunch of other stuff. They got mugs and stuff like that. So if you order with the promo code Popcorn15, you get 15% off. And then we get a little piece of that. Helps support the show. So yeah, that'd be great. I'll throw their info down in the show notes and enjoy.
Hey everybody,
Hey.
welcome to Ticket Stubs and
Buddy.
Popcorn. I'm Peter.
He's Peter, and I'm
That's
Frank.
all you need to know.
That's all you
yeah, I
need to
guess
know.
he's
I'm Frank. Yeah, don't worry about it. So who are we talking about today?
Today's featured actor is Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, fanfare, yes,
Yes.
of the Stiller family. So for discussion later, after we discuss Mr. Stiller,
Yeah.
have you ever been given a movie recommendation, right? And you're just like, oh, I don't want to watch this movie.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like someone recommends something, and then you're like,
Yeah.
but then you end up watching it. And you're just like, all right, fine, I'll just, you
Yeah.
know, like somebody,
I
like
know.
a friend or someone just like, oh, you really should see, you would love this, blah, blah, blah. And you're resistant to it. But then you end up watching it and you go,
Yeah, wow.
oh,
yeah.
God damn
that
it,
was
I
good.
liked this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you liked it. So,
Okay.
yeah, something like
all
that.
right, let me, all right, well, think about that one.
All right,
While
so,
we talk about Ben Stiller.
yeah,
You
yeah.
want to start off?
I'll start off with
Okay,
Ben
you start
Stiller.
off with Ben Stiller.
I'm going to start with Ben Stiller in Royal Tenenbaums. And I like it because he's not funny at all in Royal Tenenbaums. At all.
No.
He's kind of a jackass. And I think it may be the first time that I've seen him do something like not over the top, clownish, comedic. Something,
Yeah.
you know, and I like it. It was nice. He and then because you know he's all serious in that, and he's angry, and he's like the least fun person in the entire movie.
Yeah.
And he pulls it off. He does a great job.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
So, but he's not someone that I would like consider someone who
cast
can
in
do
that role.
drama.
Yeah.
You know, like he did Mitty, like the kind of like a Walter Mitty kind of movie, and I was really excited about that. So I'm just like, all right, let's see what Ben Stiller can do. And I was just like, huh. I was not impressed with that movie. So
I didn't care
I
for that
just
movie
can't
either.
picture him doing drama. You know, because I think that when he gets like if in Royal Tenenbaums he got even just like if he turned it up to like 11, then it becomes comedic. It becomes fun.
Yeah.
You know. So, but I do like him in that, but I'm not really a big, dramatic, serious like Ben Stiller fan. My next one has got to be Zoolander.
Okay.
That I think he is so perfect in that. He's so great in that. He's so dumb, and it's so funny. I laugh. That movie holds up. I laugh my ass off every time I watch that movie. He's really funny in it. It's a great movie.
He certainly is.
And you know what? You just kind of you buy it.
And even though it's like, I think we all have this preconceived idea, and it's just kind of fostered by this stereotype of how dumb models must be, even though that's not true. That's what we've been told. He fits it so perfectly, and you're like, oh my God, I know that this is a stereotype, but it just makes it so natural.
He's so good, and he did, like, there was a whole spate of movies. I think it's kind of like the early to mid 2000s, where he was doing that, like the sort of dumb parody kind of thing. It was like Starsky and Hutch was one of them.
Yes.
It reminds me kind of like of Will Ferrell, who does that like clueless dope thing like really well. And so I can't wait for Will Ferrell to come out of the bucket. So that'll be fun. So Will Ferrell.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
All right. So yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
So anyway,
He's firmly ensconced in there.
yeah, he's deep in the bucket. So, but I really like Ben Stiller in Zoolander. Really, really funny.
Yeah.
And along those same lines of like these sort of cartoonishly buffoonish characters, Dodgeball.
I was gonna say his character is similar from Zoolander.
Yeah.
But
How dare you make me bleed my own blood? Like all of those little movies have got such quotable things. It's so great. So Dodgeball is great. I even like the Starsky and Hutch movie. That's kind of fun, you know. But yeah, Dodgeball. He's really, really funny. It's funny to see him like hitting on his wife. You know, so I mean that's really hilarious.
Yes.
So,
she's just repulsed by the whole idea, which is funny because I think they're really married in real life. You know?
Probably one of my favorite scenes in Zoolander is when he's in the cemetery and like the David Duchovny character is like explaining the whole like the plot basically, and he's just like, why male models? Duchovny's like, just explain it. It was so perfect. Anyway, so those are my three Ben Stiller. He's done a lot of he's funny. He's a funny guy.
He has.
And he directs really funny stuff.
Definitely done.
Yeah, and he's a decent director. So he's directed a bunch of really fun.
So
so go ahead.
I'm gonna go because you said directing. He's on both sides of the camera, and this one does just a lion's share of work in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Even if you just take him in this movie just as an actor, which is what we do. What's his name? Tug Speedman or something like that. Tug. And so he's just so wonderful as this group, this core of actors has become rudderless because the director is just
dumb,
dead and killed early in the movie, and it's like they're just behind enemy lines and all this stuff, but they really are behind enemy lines, not just filming that they're behind them, and just tremendous. And then within it, he has to play. He has to bring to life a former character that the drug lords love him in, and so he's the Simple Jack. So then he's got to do that character in the movie to kind of stay alive and to keep them amused.
Yeah.
Wonderful. What can you say? And there's so many. There's like this orbit of wonderful little, group. These actors are going in and out of different stuff.
There's a lot of great stuff in that movie. And
Tropic Thunder. I love that movie. What can I say? And another of my faves is one I think we may have had this discussion off camera, and I know that you might not be a big fan of this movie, but I do love There's Something About Mary. I think he could have played this too much either way, and he doesn't. He's able to be sweet, believable, a little naive, but he's also wants this girl. And then that part of his life may have passed him up. So now he just, maybe I'd like to see what she's up to. And then, of course, it can be interpreted because of the Matt Dillon as stalking and other stuff, which it never is.
No,
we
it's not.
We know that, and it still comes off as sweet but funny, and still like these feelings that you go, well, I can understand. You know what I mean? Oh, he's just interested. Oh, I wonder whatever happened.
I don't dislike the movie. I like one little part of it because I think that the Farrellys are better than that little hair gel gag.
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
It's kind of like a psych thing.
It's because it's just like, all right. I mean, it was. And I'm not a prude by any stretch of the imagination at all. I'm disgusting. But it's true. But I just thought it was just like that bugs me a little bit, but the Franks and Beans thing doesn't bug me
See,
at all.
Neither
So
of those
it's
bug
just
me. But
it's just I just think it's just and just I'm gonna say like low hanging fruit. You would think I have a problem with the Franks and Beans.
Franks and
But
Beans.
it's just like just and I get it. It's one of those parts, and I think that what bugs me is just like there's so much great stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
That being one of the biggest things that people always talk about. Oh, it's the funniest. It's not the funniest
Well,
thing.
it's not the funniest thing, but I
it's
still
so-
like it.
It's
doesn't
such
throw
a
me off. Yeah.
lowest of the lowbrow kind of thing, and they're smarter filmmakers than that. They're funnier than a stupid gag like that. You know, it's like
That
someone
still
who
works
it's
for
just
me,
like
but yeah.
anything that relies too heavily on puns. Oh, fuck me, hate that. Anyway,
He
go
hates
ahead.
So
Next one.
that one to me, that movie still holds up, and that's been a while now. So that'd be my second pick, and my third one, I'm saving my favorite for last. I agree with Royal Tenant.
Yeah, he's great in that.
He's one of the, everybody is great in this movie, and he's
Danny
become.
Glover's kind of phoning it in. But whatever.
He's become he's got this his character is become because of an accidental death of his wife. He's become so joyless and overprotective of his two boys that he's just lost everything. Meaning, he's lost everything in his life. He just can't do certain things anymore, and he's just so overprotective that they have fire drills every night, and he's just become so.
He's insane. Yeah.
He's not just overprotective;
He
he's like
pulls it off.
overbearing
He does
sometimes.
Such a good job with that role.
And then of course he's repulsed by the fact that his father is trying to loosen up the boys.
Yeah.
So when he spends time with his grandsons, it just drives him crazier. And there's the scene, and I'll be honest, it gets me every time. There's a scene in that movie where their mother, the children's mother, is getting remarried, and she's marrying Danny Glover, and he's there, and they're getting ready, they're getting dressed, and he meets Danny Glover's son, who's pretty much the same age as he is from his first marriage. He said, "Oh, I didn't even know you had a son." And stuff. "Oh yeah, and then he says he finally like breaks down in a way, and he just says to Danny Glover, "I had a really bad year." and Danny Glover goes, "I know, I lost my wife too." And it's just like, oh my God. And it's just like, wow.
So you
It,
gotta
like, really
wonder
gets
though,
you.
like, did like his interactions with Gene Hackman sort of loosen him up a little, or did his interactions with Danny Glover loosen him up a little bit? Like what
I
shook
think
him loose a little bit?
maybe we could say, oh, it's the time back together as the family in the house, the whole maybe something like that. Yeah, but I love Ben Stiller. He definitely, there are certain roles that he'd be great to cast in, and there are obviously ones that I wouldn't try that one.
He plays this over the top, super bizarre, like illusionist on Arrested Development.
Oh,
and
Arrested Development,
yeah.
wasn't he? Okay.
And he's hilarious. It's so funny.
Oh, I
so
think he's
funny.
tremendous.
Yeah.
He, and there's some other ones. He was in. I mentioned it for Adam Sandler, I guess. Meyerowitz.
Oh yeah.
Stories, and he's very good in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good, and he tries so hard to, spend time with his dad, and he tries so hard. You know what I mean? And it's very good.
Yeah.
And he's got another one too, where he's like a parent of an adult for getting into college. And geez, I can't think of what that one's called. But that's not bad either. Great though. Ben Stiller.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I had a question. Movie recommendation.
Yes, you did.
That,
Okay,
Once
all
you
right.
finally watched it,
I
You
gotta
liked
be honest. I put this one off for a long time, and I'll be honest. I had no reason. I had no reason to put this movie off.
it just
It just
didn't
was.
happen.
People would mention it, and then I would go, "Yeah, I'm fine," or you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, I'll keep that in mind. I tried to be polite, you
Yeah.
know, that sort of thing. And over the years, it just got to the.
Oh, I know what this is.
What is it?
I know what it is.
Now I'm interested.
I know what it is.
Okay.
It's E.T.
Oh no! Actually,
Damn it.
E.T. was just one of those. I just never got around
Oh,
to it.
all right. So
It was
what's the
one of those things.
recommendation?
Gone with the Wind.
Really?
Obviously, I'm too young to when the movie came out, so I wasn't
Well, yeah.
putting it up. But
Oh,
I just never got to it until I was older. I mean,
Did you
it's
like
been
it?
a while. I loved it.
yeah, it's great.
And I just never got around to it. And it's kind of this big daunting thing when you look. It's like 3 hours long
Yeah.
or something, and you're like, well, when am I going to have to? All right,
When
this
I-
sort of thing. And I finally did watch it, and I'm like, I don't know why I was putting that off because I do think I was actively putting it off. Where like E.T. was just like, the timing
That
wasn't
gets
great.
it.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I went through this little spate of just watching like a bunch of old movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched Gone with the Wind and Casablanca
Yeah.
and Maltese Falcon and His Girl Friday
Yeah.
and Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream.
That
Out,
is
like
one of
all
my
these.
all-time favorite
That's
movies.
hilarious. So anyway, yeah. So the old movie thing, I banged those out when I was 16.
There's a recent one, TV recommendation, and
Sherlock Holmes
I didn't think I was
Sherlock
going to watch
on
it.
BBC.
Yeah. My wife and I we watch a lot of these cooking competitions on TV. And so the personalities of these people competing, they're they're all a bunch of braggarts and they just love
Oh,
how
you gotta be
great they
confident
are.
too.
And it gets to
Do
the
this
point
thing.
where you're like, you're the first one chopped out of the block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How great are you? But they're all just talking so big, and you're like, oh, for God's sake, you just burnt this thing because you were too stupid to turn around and look at them. Anyway, and so these personalities would get to me, and our daughter recommended Great British Bake Off, and at first I was thinking, do I want to do this? I don't know, and we watched an episode. What a breath of fresh air! I said, these Brits are like the people I'm used to you grew up with.
Yeah.
People weren't so this American in your face, over the top, just bragging about how good.
Yeah, and
These
there's no,
people
like-
are nice people, and they'll help out their competitors.
And there's
They'll-
no prize in that one, is there?
no. It's
They
like
just-
a little plate at the end.
They
and
just,
that's it.
they just,
Yeah.
I won.
Yeah,
Great.
exactly. But they're
Cheers.
like nice people. They're just like really trying hard. Oh, I'm going to see how this works. They're just, I don't know. It's a breath of fresh air. So that one, I dragged my feet a little bit on that one, and that was, and I'm glad that we did watch that one.
I'm not a big horror movie fan, and my friend Nif, who has written into the show a couple times and asked a couple questions and all that
She
kind
asked
of thing.
questions.
She'll often recommend, oh, you'll like this one, you'll like this one. And one that I was just, oh God, I don't want to see this. It was Cabin in the Woods, a more recent iteration of it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I have to say, that movie was awesome. The end is totally freaking insane. And I was just like, yes. Now it's I would put it in my top 50 movies, maybe top 65. I love that movie.
Top 65.
That's a great movie. It was really good, and I was really. It's what it is, and this is like the question comes from, like, to be just like pleasantly surprised by something.
Yes.
You know, that it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, it's just something that I was, you know, thought I had a handle on. And I was totally wrong, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. So,
That's
So anyway.
very good.
that's my pleasantly surprised movie.
Very good.
All right, let's see who's next in the bucket.
Who is next?
Ben Stiller. No, kidding. There you
All right.
go. All righty.
You got a good
Woo.
one. I hope. Well, they're all good. They wouldn't be in there if they were. Okay. Yep.
Good one. All right, cool.
Yeah, very good.
Hey, everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great week or whatever's going on with you. Wow, that was a great dismount there. All right, see you later. Didn't stick a landing. Bye-bye.
Take care.